Today's Thursday. I have to go pick up my truck, which I dropped off at Kenworth yesterday. And this is what I meant. Remember I said I feel kind of naked without this in my tank. And you probably remember it's... I left my knife in the room. Yeah, that's what it looks like. You cannot buy it in US because it's so cheap, like $7 or $6 Canadian. It's like $5 US. So I went to Mac, where I used to service my previous truck, and I also asked them if they have this Fleet Guard 25 micron filter. So this is what now is in my truck, right? And they said they did, so I said I'll take 2. So I need to carry, in winter I need to carry spare filters, and I find that these work so much better than 10 micron. Those just get plugged in very fast, and you lose power, you lose time, you have to replace them. Yeah, it's not as bad as in Texas, but lots of snow over here. Yesterday when I when I came to, so I drove my truck straight to Kenworth yesterday. Okay, let's do a heated, low voltage heated seat. Oh wow, you cannot do both. Oh yeah, that's ventilation, sorry, I meant this. So heated steering wheel and low heat on the seat. And so yeah, yesterday I drove the truck straight to Kenworth, and I said I'm gonna drop the trailer right here. And I said okay. And I said, can I keep the neck on the truck? And the girl asked the foreman. The foreman says, yeah, that's fine. So then around 6 o'clock they emailed me. They said, or rather they called me, they said the truck is done. And I said, okay, I'm gonna pick it up tomorrow, since I don't have a load yet. And today it's a bit better. Check this out, you see this? -9. So that's definitely better than -19 I woke up to yesterday. So -9, it's roughly 10 degrees below 0 in Celsius, right? Which is 10 is equal 18. So 32 minus 18, 14F. It's cold, but that's why I'm telling you, I like the features on my car. The heated steering wheel, it's a lifesaver, and the heated and the butt heater is really useful. You see, that's all I have in 2.5 years. 17,885 kilometers. So this car will have a super high resale value because I won't have any kilometers or miles on it. Some guy emailed me a couple of days ago, oh Sergei, your car now is a collectible item because SRT division has been disbanded. And that's just fake news. The new company Stellantis just reorganized the engineering department, and so there's no separate SRT division which was dealing with cars like this, but now all these guys are part of a global team of engineers, and they will continue to develop SRT cars and SRT cars like this, Scat Pack and Hellcat, will continue to be built. But they were saying they're gonna lose now, because now Stellantis, this new company, they're gonna do some careful you know, analysis of what models to keep and which to get rid of, you know. And they say in Chrysler and Dodge, the most profitable are Dodge Ram trucks, but they do sell a lot of these muscle cars, you know, because they're relatively inexpensive. This is not a $200,000 Lamborghini. I mean, what? I don't think you can even buy a Lambo for 200 grand, but you know, you get 500 horsepower for 55 Canadian, I'll take it. Alright, the steering wheel is warmed up. That's when you can go. I usually wait till the RPM drops, you know, because normally when you start the car, right, the RPM is up there because it has automatic. I wish they would have this on trucks again, right? There's so many features that modern cars have, but trucks don't have. You know, when you start the car, right away the RPM automatically goes to whatever the computer tells the engine to have. Like in this case, I think it went to like 1500, and then slowly it goes down as the car warms up, right? Why we cannot have this on trucks? Volvo probably have it. I think Volvo trucks, even though I don't like them because they're all steel and they're too heavy. Yeah, the only thing that's is annoying in winter in this car is this is very cold, you know, because it's, I guess it's steel over here, and it takes a few minutes till you warm it up with your own hand. All right, now we can it gets too hot. Like the seat is okay, but the steering wheel gets hot too fast, and then it becomes uncomfortable because for some reason on the steering wheel you don't have a choice of light heat. It's very strong. Yeah, I was driving yesterday on the freeway in the Challenger, and the car started shaking pretty bad at about 120 km an hour, 75 miles per hour. I thought I was losing a drive shaft or something. And then I remembered I had to dig out my car from the snowbank because it snowed here a couple of days ago, and the car was dug in, and so the snow was around the wheels. And I checked the wheels, and sure enough, I had a chunk of ice like this big, this thick, on each wheel in the back, drive wheels. And so I took this, you know, scraper stick, and I poked them out. Because yeah, that's what, if you saw the movie My Cousin Vinny, in the first few minutes when they arrive in the New York attorney, right? Newly baked lawyer arrives with his girlfriend into that little town, and they start looking at tires, and the girlfriend says, "You have a flat tire, I'm telling you." And he says, "No, everything is good, something is wrong." And then a guy comes over, he says, oh, you guys have some noise in tire. He says, that's mud in your tires. And the lawyer says, let me ask you this, how do you get mud in your tires? And the local guy says, well, that's just the expression we use. It means you have mud in your wheels, and it throws off the wheel balance. And that's exactly what happens with the snow, right? If you're not careful, if your car was sitting in a snowbank and then you start driving and you did not clean the ice, you know, it's a chunk of ice. It adds probably, I don't know, a couple of pounds to each wheel. And that's when your whole car starts shaking and vibrating. I'm gonna ask him to let me keep the truck there till tomorrow. I don't have a load. Like, I did all my chores, right? The truck is fixed, so now I can focus. I was looking yesterday at the load board, but now I can focus on this. And I'm going to show you the truck, how the new mud flap looks. Because the truck really looked weird. With like a dog with one ear. So we're gonna look at the truck, and then I have to go inside, and they don't let you inside. You have to call them. Hold on, do I have my phone? Yeah, I have my phone. No, I see my truck. Oh, check this out. Let's see what they have here. So they have a bunch of these 980s. So a day cab. And for some reason, so many people hate them, right? I don't know why. A good looking truck, except it has the same air filter system as mine. So it has only one air filter, which I don't like for heavy haul. So it has intakes on the side, just like my truck, right? Like, that's my truck, right? See, it has intakes, and I'm not sure. I think the radiator on mine is smaller, and this is 680. 880. They have a bunch of these beauties. So see the 680 and 880, and this is where they park. Finished, or actual trucks that are waiting to be serviced. My truck looks gorgeous. So dirty. Yeah, so I kept the neck, and I told them, yeah, you see. And actually, that's why I came to Kenworth, because I realized that my mud flap says Kenworth on it. I would have to buy a mud flap here, and you see, this is what I lost. This is a metal part that you need to have this reflective tape. I once got a ticket because I didn't have it. I didn't have the reflective tape, And so you see they did exactly that. They install this metal piece and they added the reflective tape, shiny new muffler. Now I have to put some dirt on it because doesn't look very symmetrical. All right, now I just need to go and pay and pick up the man. All right, we're gonna do some cleaning in the spring, I promise. And they probably keep the key inside since I didn't pay yet. No, the key is here. The truck inside is like a refrigerator. I drove it over there and the girl who was taking my payment said it's gonna snow. She said it's gonna start snowing in about an hour, and I figured, see, they use a bobcat with the snow plow in the front. How is that working? So basically, I decided to hook up to the trailer while the conditions are still good. And they have this thing sitting here forever. It's sitting on blocks and it has no tanks, no fuel tanks. So they probably brought it here and they're trying to find a buyer or something. Probably one of those deals where you have a brand new truck but the engine is like 1875 and so you have no emissions. Anyway, I'm just waiting till the truck, I'm running the truck. Want to warm it up a little bit because yeah, it's so cold inside, because overnight it was, like I said, it was see -8, -9, not too bad, right? I want to show you guys the bill for the mud flap repair, and they did give me the second piece. Turns out they come in two, so I see they put the brand new metal plate inside my truck. So it cost me $164. What? I thought it was $200. Oh, they gave me a break. Oh, wait a second. This was yesterday. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize I have two bills. So this was yesterday. Look, diesel fuel conditioner, $7.18. I don't know, do you see this? So I bought 12 for 65 bucks. So one bottle is $7.18 Canadian, which is like 5 US. Super great. And then each of the fuel filters was $44 Canadian. So that's what I paid yesterday. $164.98, and I'm gonna get back $18.98 as my sales tax refund. Okay, here's the Kenwood. Yeah, it was 200 something. Yeah, 211.21. So I'm gonna get back from the government $24. So it's actually, before tax, it was $186.91. And so install one mud flap and a metal band. Oh, that's what they call it, metal band, in brackets, bracket where the reflective tape is. Removed and replaced mud flap, cut to size, drilled holes, installed new reflector tape. Mud flap, $74. Reflector strip, in pairs. Ah, that's what. So that strip or band is specifically designed for the reflective tape, because otherwise where do you stick it, right? And you need that by law. So one pair of the reflective strip was $22.61, and then of course we have the always mysterious shop supplies of $7.43, and the total is $186.91. So, but I need that, right? So I was trying to avoid that bank, you know. I saw it, right? And this happened when I was delivering that tunnel boring machine, and I saw that bank. But you see that what happens is when you go into a snow like this, right, or you go against the curb, so this thing goes like this, right? So let's say there's a curb here and you keep driving and this goes like this, and then the wheel, the mud flap gets caught between the tire and whatever obstacle is here, and of course the wheel keeps turning, and so it just pulls it down. And yeah, there is one guy sent me a email. He says, oh, you should get that. And yeah, you can get a mud flap with clips, you know, where it's not bolts, it's clips. And so when that happens and the tire just pulls it down, it just comes undone over here, but nothing is ripped off. You just drive over your mud flap. And but that system is pretty expensive. Okay, are we okay above 100? That's good. It's above 100. All right, stay here. I'll come get you, I promise. I'm not gonna forget about you. Check that sound. I like the exhaust of this thing, man. And they already start, look at this, the rust inside, because there's some condensation. But I like these tips. Got it from a Flowmaster. All right. And I like how my car, you know, I have the fob, right, the key in my pocket, and when I step out, it has a message that says, "Key fob has left the car." To me, that's kind of funny. I know it left the car, like it cannot leave the car by itself, right? That means that, you know, I left the car, so why are you giving me the message? And then of course as soon as I enter the car, the message disappears. It's kind of like weird, like I'm having an out-of-body experience, you know. All right, so the plan now is to, you see, that's how cold it was inside the truck. So now we have a naturally iced drink. Iced water. All right, so now I'm gonna show you some fancy driving. Oh, see, the tire pressure is good. Average fuel economy 10.4 miles a gallon. Jeez, like it's not even funny. But I have 3/4 of a tank. It's telling me a range is 154 kilometers, which is less than 100 miles. But yeah, in winter, what do you do? In winter, it's bad. Like I had the same when I had a Dodge Ram, or any any vehicle with a big engine, like a V8, you get poor mileage in winter. But again, I'm not driving this every day, right? So this is my fun vehicle. I like it. Hold on, my butt is getting hot. Let's reduce the heat. And you see they have this system here. Basically they have a sign in the door. You cannot just, the doors are locked because of COVID, so you come in and you have to call the number on the door, which is their number, and maybe we'll go this way. I'll show you guys the country, Canadian country. See what the guy's moving coils, working hard, not easy in this weather. Now, I always tell people that if you have a YouTube channel and you're filming when driving, just be careful and observe all the signs. Okay? Of course, it's one thing if you're just driving a personal vehicle, but many people lost their jobs as truckers because they were filming and they were doing rolling stops at stop signs, you know, doing all kinds of violations. And then of course there's always these do-gooders that will be happy to report you to your dispatcher. Red. But I feel lucky today. It's gonna be green, and I was right. Now here we have a Toyota plant over here. So Toyota is now building cars here. So now I'm just gonna go grab some coffee, and even though Starbucks here, you still cannot sit inside, but you know, you can sit outside in your car. And the internet signal, if you're right next to the building, the internet works, the free Wi-Fi, which you know you're entitled to because you buy the coffee, right? So before you could have used it inside, but it works cool if your car is right next to the building. Another new development over here. coffee shop is right down like a few blocks, but I hate this haspler because every 200 meters there's a set of lights here. See, that's what I called last time. A guy like this called and moved my Jeep. Very handy. Of course, they're not cheap, but at least they don't complain that you don't pay them enough, you know. They give you a rate, you agree to the rate, that's it. So last time, I think they told me, I said I need to undeck the Jeep, take the Jeep off the trailer, and what else did they do? Oh, and flip the neck. And they said $225 bucks. But then I said I don't want to do it on, this was Friday, right? I said I don't want to do it today, can we do it Saturday? And they said Saturday, yeah, but it's 50 bucks more Canadian, so $275. And that's what I paid. It took us probably 90 minutes, but you know, they give you the rate. It's not by the hour, it's a fixed rate. Gonna go inside this goodness me health food store, buy a protein bar that I usually like to have with coffee. And then we're gonna go to the Starbucks building and get some coffee, and I'll show you guys what's available today on the load board. I'm not quite sure what happened here. I left the camera and went inside, so here I'm showing you the protein bar, but for some reason the entire sequence recorded with no audio. And here I basically moved my car inside the parking lot to get coffee, because it's the same plaza, you know, the place where I bought the protein bar, it's the same plaza as the Starbucks. And here I was just I'm talking about some emails I got on the phone. People are requesting quotes, and none of them were good. A couple were too light. One was like 150,000 pounds, and there was too much deadhead, so I couldn't do any of them. So back to the load board. Thanks for watching.